If Trump wins, if Trump is the nominee of the Republican Party and he wins and he's back in power, what is your life like, and what do you think the noble, patriotic, righteous fight is to save the country at that point?
I don't even want to imagine a situation where he has won. I think we have to do everything we can to stop him in terms of, again, the kinds of things we've been talking about, working in a very nonpartisan fashion. That is why it's so fundamentally important that we ensure Democrats, independents, Republicans, that we work together, we vote together, we make clear that Donald Trump is not an acceptable alternative. He is not the lesser of two evils. He is a completely unfit man for office. He's already shown us what he would do, and he can never be near the Oval Office again.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and former Wyoming Representative Liz Cheney hasn't hidden her disdain or criticism of twice impeached former president. She was just one of 10 Republicans that supported his second impeachment. She also became one of the 2 Republicans that served on the January 6th committee to investigate the attack on the Capitol. Cheney made it no secret that she blamed Donald Trump for being responsible.
You've said we're sort of sleepwalking into dictatorship in the United States. Dictatorship. Is that what we would have if we reelect Donald Trump?
I think it's a very, very real threat and concern. And I don't say any of that lightly. And frankly, it's painful for me as someone who, has spent her whole life in Republican politics, who grew up as a Republican, to watch what's happening to my party and to watch the extent to which Donald Trump himself has, basically determined that the only thing that matters is him, his power, his success, and that is not somebody you can entrust with the power of the presidency.
Liz Cheney's open criticism of Donald Trump eventually led to her being shunned by her own party. She was in a role of leadership and was one of the first Republicans to speak out against Donald Trump. She lost support within her party and wound up losing her re-election campaign. Now that Donald Trump is leading all GOP presidential candidates, she feels that it's important to organize and stop him. Cheney stated that Trump is dangerous and it should be everyone's goal to keep him out of the White House. Back when Liz Cheney was running for re-election, her father, Dick Cheney, released ads that were in support of his daughter. In one of those ads, Dick Cheney stated that Donald Trump had tried to steal the 2020 election and that he is the greatest threat that America has ever faced.
There has never been an individual who is a greater threat to our republic than Donald Trump.
In a past article, the elder Cheney stated that in our nation's 236-year history, there has never been an individual who is a greater threat to our republic than Donald Trump. He's right, but when you have Dick Cheney calling you out as a fascist, you know that you're a real dirtbag. The reasons that we're hearing about Liz Cheney is because she is selling a book. It's a memoir that provides a shocking insider's look into what was going on with the Republican Party before and after the January 6th attack. Cheney name drops members of the GOP leadership in her new book. She specifically names Kevin McCarthy and new House Speaker Mike Johnson. Liz Cheney has committed to do everything that she can do to keep Donald Trump from winning the presidential election. She believes that Trump would install himself as a dictator and would refuse to leave office if he ever got elected. Liz Cheney is calling it as she sees it, and she brings up a valid argument against Donald Trump. This is why she was banished from her role of leadership in the Republican Party. The GOP has turned into a group of spineless worms that are committed to Donald Trump, and it doesn't matter to them if he's right or wrong. From Tommy Tuberville's military block over abortion to Rand Paul's State Department block, this is an ongoing operation to keep roles open for Trump to fill in case he gets back into the White House. Members of the GOP are actively engaging in an ongoing coup against democracy. GOP jackaloons like Tommy Tuberville are not patriots. They are obstructionists and enablers of fascism. Mike Johnson's Congress is the least productive Congress since the Great Depression. They are a do-nothing group of entitled hypocrites. While Liz Cheney is still a Republican and will probably continue to support Republicans, it's refreshing to see a growing sentiment among conservative women in leadership roles denouncing Donald Trump. It's long past due for that orange jackaloon to be in jail, and that's an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.